Share the live. We here. Share the live. It's important. Share the live. This is important tonight. Share the live. Y'all can hear me, right? Share the live. 40 seconds, I'll be ready. Share the live. More. This is important. Thank you, Chester. What's up, Daniel? We're gonna hammer them. 20 seconds. I'm ready to go. Good night, Roger. Good night, Chester. All right. Thank you, Helen. Share the live. This is important. This is very important. They're trying to give us iron. That's what they're trying to do. 10 seconds and I get started. Doesn't matter who you are not. Hi, Lisa. That's what they want. They're beating us with the iron. Be ready for them. We're going to be ready for them. 5 seconds and that's it. Going in. Alright, enough for you. Okay, everyone, thank you. Alright. Okay. This is important. Alright, now that's it. Alright, folks. I play that song because it's so appropriate. You're right. We're getting hammered by the Iron Man. That's what they're doing. They're screwing us so bad. So bad, like you would not believe. I mean, I had to do a live tonight. Sorry if it's kind of late, but you gotta listen to this. You have to listen to this. Okay. I got the full MOU complete for the Challenor agreement. The people for Petrotrin, don't worry. We're coming for you. We're coming to deal with all of them. 100%. My stuff with the SEC is still in the works. I'm gonna call them back on Wednesday. To find out how far the investigation is going on right now. What the government may do, they may borrow money to pay off the bonds to stop the SEC from investigating them. That's what they may be doing. But if they don't do it, we have a good case moving forward. So Petrotrin guys, we're coming for you all. And I promise you all, you put us in power. You put us in office, not in power, because you have the power. Put us in office, you're going to get back all the jobs, and we're going to start back Petrotrin. Because we need our self-sufficiency in our fuel resources. Bastards. Now, I got the MOU. Afro Raymond, thank you very much for doing your work, your groundwork, and everything like that. Even though initially, you didn't believe me at the time when I told you how it was, but I guess you found out for your own self. Right? So, the genesis, I'm going to deal with Sanders first, and then we move on. And just want to let you know, just to give you a little insight. I got involved deeply in the politics And it's because of sandals. And when Rowley mentioned that he was going to bring sandals, I told them no. And a lot of people were against me, against saying that. But I knew what was going on. So initially, the agreement Sanders had was to borrow $400 million from Deutsche Bank to develop that place at Bucko Reef. I wrote to the shareholders of Deutsche Bank. Not Deutsche Bank itself, I wrote to the shareholders. And I told them that you cannot put Sanders there because it's a Ramsar protected wetland, international protected wetlands. At the same time, by doing that, you're going to disturb the ecological area. Because what people don't know, the no man's land and Bucko Reef are tied in together. That's what it is. It's a contiguous reef. It's not a barrier reef. It's a contiguous reef. Meaning that what's onshore helps what's offshore. That's what it is. So I spoke to them and I told them about this. And they declined Sanders from getting the loan. So I thought everything had stopped then, and that was the end of it. But what Rowley decided to do now is to borrow money, probably from the Chinese, to come in and borrow money on our behalf to give to Sandals for them to develop that Bucko Reef area. What happened was happening, and that's what's happening now. And that's why they were hiding the MOU, hiding everything. I got the MOU here. And this woman, Shamfa Kojo, signed this MOU. And I don't know how, if people have degrees or intelligent, but this MOU is a wild, crazy MOU I've ever seen in all my life. I have seen contracts, but I've never seen anything like this. I mean, not a full contract, but it's a memorandum of understanding. But even if as a memorandum of understanding, this is a stupid memorandum of understanding. This goes all to Sandals and nothing for Trinidad and Tobago. Nothing whatsoever. So put aside the ecological issue, what's going on, what you have to defend, because Bucko Reef is all patrimony. Belongs to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Belongs to all of us. Not just a select few. Or to Tobago. Belongs to Trinidad and Tobago. Every citizen, every fish in the Bucko Reef belongs to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. That's what it belongs to. So this memorandum here is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. And I'm going to get into it. But what Shamfa Plantation Kojo is doing is selling out our patrimony, just like Rowley with Malcolm Jones and everything they did to come to the end of Petrotrin. Everything has a deliberate ploy. There's all deliberate. There's nothing coincidental. There's nothing accidental. There's nothing because the workers make too much money. Everything is done for a reason. And when you look at this MOU, it's as if they're taking all the stuff here and saying basically, Sanders, do what the hell you want, and we will bend our country to suit you. Not bend Tobago, you know. And Trinidadians have to understand that too. We are one people, Trinbagonians. But this is for Trinidadians and Tobagonians who are part of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Every single one of us have been affected by this. So it started off with 450 rooms. Then on the MOU, it went up to 820 rooms. Now how they're going to add on another 100 more rooms to make it about 920 rooms. And the cost is moving from 2.8 billion to 7 point something billion. I can't know the figure right now. But anyhow, so this is on the original MOU. This is MOU here. And it was April 2016. Listen to this. It's pretty long, and I'm gonna download it and put it on the PEP website or on Facebook for the PEP. So you can to access it, I'll go through PEP to access it. But this, you gotta see this, and you're gonna be so shocked how they have stolen our country, how they're stealing our country. Okay, I'm gonna read through page 1. Let me see, page 1, third paragraph under whereas, under third part. The government intends to enter into a long-term management agreement with Sandals, and on the terms and conditions to be incorporated into a full management agreement, which shall include, among other things, the right of first refusal to purchase in favor of Sandals, should the government decide to sell any of their interests in the resort. And sandals have the exclusive right to decide if the government can sell it or not sell it. One control. So a foreign entity controls our government right now. We'll be controlling this. A foreign entity. We have no choice but to follow this foreign entity is telling us we cannot sell it if we choose to, because they have the right to decide if they want it or not. Bull crap on that. That's the first part. That is madness. That is madness. That is madness. Please share this. Share this. Everybody needs to see this. Everybody needs to understand this. Okay? All right. Let me see what else. What else? Okay. Let me see. The other part of it, page 4, number 10, on the number 10 line, permit sandals to, at the sole discretion, to be the final determinant regarding the suitability of employment of all candidate employees, and which go back to subject 12. Number 12 is to grant work permits where suitably qualified Trinbagonians are unavailable, but it will be at the sandals' sole discretion to decide if they want Trinbagonian or not. It's not up to the government, it's up to Sanders to decide that. That's the other one. Listen to the most dangerous thing on this one here now. I don't know what's the reason for this clause. I wish I could ask the reason why, but I don't know what's going on here. So in other words, Sanders is controlling our customs. That's what he's saying. And here's the icing on the cake. Icing on the cake. Listen to this now. Make it worse. Page 5, number 17. Procure that the necessary laws, regulations, or orders are enacted or made to give effect to this agreement and any subsequent agreements with respect to the work permits. So therefore, Sandals can grant work permits carte blanche, however and whenever. So they're saying that Sandals is going to have carte blanche to bring anybody they want, and they're not subject to any kind of government scrutiny, because we have to give Sandals carte blanche agreement to bring anybody in. Okay? Here's the other kicker now. This is madness. So in other words, Sandals is controlling our customs. We are a sovereign nation. This is not Jamaica. This is Trinidad and Tobago. We are a sovereign nation. Sandals is not going to control our customs. Okay? And here's another one. 656. I think I'm missing one here. Hold on. I'm pissed. I'm angry. That's why I didn't want to see the MOU. Because they're stealing everything away from us. Every flipping thing away from us. So Sandals control our customs. That means more or less Sandals can say, okay, I want this person here, and they have to come, and the government have to give them a work permit. That's what it is. The number 4, page 6, meet locally acceptable environmental standards and requirements in all phases. Meaning at all, it doesn't have to be international standards. It can be any local standard. That's it. That's all it is. Nothing more than that. No international standards. Right? Madness. 6. Give, and this is very important, it's worded, the way it's worded. I'm not too sure that lawyers doing this, because the way how this is worded, any lawyer will have seen right through this, unless we have stupid, dumb lawyers. Give preference to the purchasing of domestically produced agricultural inputs where available in adequate quantities and quality and at comparable prices, listen to this, external to Trinidad and Tobago. External to Trinidad and Tobago. I'll say it again. Give preference to the purchasing of domestically produced agricultural inputs where available in adequate quantities and quality and at comparable prices external to Trinidad and Tobago. That means that they can bring, if Trinidad and Tobago produce is so high because of Trinidad and Tobago dollar, that means that either we lower our cost to Jamaica's cost, or to Mexico cost, or whatever the low cost is, or else they can bring stuff in, right, at their local cost in Jamaica or whatever, and they buy in bulk. That's not going to happen. So in other words, what they're saying is that they're telling our farmers in a kind of tongue-in-cheek way, yeah, we might get your stuff, but if we get your stuff, we're going to buy it back to you, right, at the same price that we're going to buy in bulk in Jamaica. You understand what I'm saying? Or Mexico. You guys don't understand it. This is the whole thing here. Our money is 6 to 1. Jamaican money is like 120 or whatever the hell to 1. That means the cost of our produce is a bit lower. So when all these fools jumping up and down and jumping on and saying that they're gonna employ farmers, your farmers is gonna operate at a loss. Look at this shit. This is ridiculous, man. Oh, look at this other one. Page 6, not D, page 6D. The government undertakes to stabilize the tax regime applicable to sandals and all sandals in respect of its operations. I'm basically saying that if the Trinidad and Tobago government introduce any new tax or fiscal measures, it will grant or cause to be granted an exemption or remission to sandals and cause the tax regime applicable to sandals as set out in here. Basically is if we decided to bring in new tax laws, sandals will always be excluded from it. This part of our MOU, right? Always be excluded from any of our tax laws. What kind of friggin' madness going on here? And they said, where's the other one? Wait, there's one part I want to show you all. I'm going to download this and get this on our website. Everybody needs to see this. Everybody needs to see this. The deep theft that Rowley, the pretend Tobagonian has done. And Shamfa put a name to this because they know that it was bullshit. So they put the most dumbest one to sign the bullshit. She signed the bullshit. Okay? Wait. Where's the one? There was another one said, hold on, just bear me for a little bit because I'm getting angry. I'm not focusing on how the important stuff that needs to be taught on this one here. Okay? Okay, here it is. Page 7H. The last paragraph. Similarly, if any hotel owner, operator, manager is granted any tax or fiscal benefits more favorable than those granted sandals, then and in such case, the government shall grant similar or fiscal benefits to sandals. So in other words, what you're saying is that if you are a Trinbago citizen, if you decide to open up a hotel, could be Tobago, could be Trinidad, and in order for us to give an incentive because you are a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, not Butch Stewart, you are a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, you are entitled to all the rights and all the tax exemptions that you need to get to bolster your business up. So if the government decides that they're going to give you a 16-year tax holiday, they have to automatically give sandals the same thing too. This is a bunch of bullshit. This is a bunch of bullshit. In other words, sandals is controlling our government. They're controlling our customs. They're controlling the cost of our agriculture. And sandals is controlling our government, that we have to create laws to make it favorable to sandals. This is why I didn't want us to see it. This is why, because everything they were doing is to help further everything for sandals. Everything is here, is right here. You guys need to see this. I mean, this is like, I can't believe this is the bullshit. And I'm telling you, and I tell you, Shamfa, I know you're going to listen to me and you're going to hear me. You're in Tobago West just like me. I know every part of Tobago West just like you. I know everybody in Tobago West. And I'm put aside in my contracts here because I'm going to set myself to come down here and destroy you PNM. You're a nasty, look, bastards, sellouts. Y'all destroy Petro, but we'll come back for that. You have never seen a dumb piece of shit like what I've seen here. Okay? So silence in effect is controlling the government. Right? And then they said, so what is happening right now is that 25-year period. So Sandals is having a 25-year tax period. And Sandals have the option at the end of the 25 years to push it for another 15 years if they choose to. Look at it right here. It's right here. So the 25 years tax break Sandals is getting. Name any hotel, name any Trinbagonians who own a hotel in Trinidad and Tobago have a 25-year tax break. Name one. I'm waiting. They are selling out our country. Our country is being sold right beneath us. That's why they hit this MOU. Everything is beneficial to Sandals. Fiscal benefits to Sandals. everything from one to the next. And the government will change the laws to set up the tax regime, that's what I say, applicable to sandals with respect to its operations. Everything. Sell out sandals. Sell out our country. So what? Trinidad and Tobago is what? Banana Republic? That means that sandals, that everything we do, we have to give sandals everything. So sandals, we no longer own our own customs because sandals is telling us, I say I want people here, and automatically you have to grant me the work permits. And this is what happened. And I've been telling all these Tobagonians down there, a lot of them who want to support sandals because they're blinded by what they're seeing. And I tell them, this is not beneficial for you. Right? That same almost $7.2 billion they want to spend, they can do that to save Petrotrain. But they refuse to do that shit because they want us to be dependent on them. They create a nanny state. That's what they're doing. And sandals is what happened. Sandals have no skin in the game. Sandals not putting in proper money. And at the same time, on top of that, right, Rowley is signing agreements, right, that threatens the sovereignty of Trinidad and Tobago. We are no longer a sovereign nation anymore. We are sandal nation. That's what we are. Right? Taking a loan. So we got unloaded with the debt. Our children got unloaded with the debt. Right? And our grandchildren got unloaded with the debt. $7.2 billion. I mean, come on, man. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, and she signed this. Why Stuart Young didn't sign it? Because he's a lawyer. He knows better than this. That's what happened. So you have a dumbtail sign this, right? Giving away our patrimony, right? Destroying Buku Reef. At the same time, right? You're gonna grant work permits, right? Right? It doesn't matter. Whatever they want. So that means you control our customs. So therefore, our immigration, Sandals control our immigration. And I said, if they need more Sandals employees to come to Tobago or Trinidad and Tobago to see what's going on and stay there for operations, we have to give them automatic permits, work permits. I'm going to download this. It's a whole breach of serious fiduciary duties, and this is what they're doing. They are selling out our country. I'm telling like it is. This is bad. This is really, really bad. Like I said, I've done MOUs before. I've done semi-contracts. I've done proposals and everything. And an MOU is most likely is like a proposal. That's what it is. Nothing more than that. And I'm telling you something. This is bad. This is bad. This is really, 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 really bad. Right? Right? And Wally sit down there and talking his dumb bullshit, and he feel, because he want to be like a pit bull, he feel like a bully people. But he can't bully me. Because this is not going to over. And I'm starting, and like I said, I thought it was over when I stopped Deutsche Bank from financing sandals. But it looks like this is more, they have decided to do it on their own, the government of Trinidad and Tobago, in terms of the plantation government. And now they have decided to sell us. Because like what they did to Petrotrain. This is what the bastard is doing. So sandals control everything. So all these farmers in Tobago, some of them been messaging me and telling me, oh, sandals be good for them. Well, jackasses, you can't produce the amount of food that sandals want, right? You can't produce what they want and the price that they want, because our money is 6-1. Jamaica is 120-1. So basically, sandals said external. External means outside of Trinidad and Tobago. The price outside of Trinidad and Tobago. This is what they're doing. So what's going to happen? All the farmers in Caroni in central Trinidad is going to try to produce food for them, and then what's going to happen is that you can't keep up with the prices, because sandals are going to lowball you so low that they're going to say, you know what, I can't provide them with the food, right? Whatever it is. And then what's going to happen? Sandals say, okay, then we'll go outside and get their provisions or whatever it is, or the vegetables and everything like that. We're not benefiting nothing. We're not benefiting nothing. Nothing in this MOU we are benefiting. There's no benefit. There's nothing favorable to the government of Trinidad and Tobago. Everything is favorable to sandals. Fiscal benefits favorable to sandals. Everything is favorable to sandals. Everything here. Every single thing. And I ain't talking about the issue with respect to the destruction of a international protected wetlands site. But that's for another time because I want to deal with this issue here right now. Okay? And I'm so mad right now. I'm gonna call up my contacts, outside, the press outside. I'm gonna start getting in contact with them and show them this and all international environmental groups. I'll put them to lie down for a little bit. But now I'm gonna wrap them up now because we're gonna stop rowdy. We're gonna stop sellout rowdy. Right? You hate yourself, don't destroy our country because you hate yourself. Okay? I told you, if you want to be a Syrian, go take some bleach and bleach your skin out, like what they do in Jamaica right now, where the men do it now, and you'll be happy about it and go with them. But don't take your ill-gotten gains with you, because we'll find you and you're gonna come and go to trial. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm mad. I'm sorry. I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm really, really angry. Right? Everything is for sandals. So what? Trying to be good citizens are what? Stupid? We wear grass skirts. We wear grass skirts. That's right. We wear grass skirts. We wear grass skirts. And we have a bone through our nose. So we're stupid and we're dumb. Right? I told you. The government is playing games. They've always played psychological game. Going back to Eric Williams, going back to now. Okay? All of us are descendants of people who are human cargo and or enslaved or came here because of a reason, because where it was bad. And when they came here, PNM, they played the psychological games to fool us and everything like that. At the same time, they're enslaving us. Every single thing they've been doing. Right? Who will ever do an MOU like this? Who will ever freaking do an MOU like this? What kind of bullshit this is? And then they say 25 years. So therefore, an average building or plant is 25 years. They have as a lifespan for an average plant is 25 years. Buildings is 25 years. So what happened is that for 25 years, that's a lifespan of an average plant in terms of buildings. After 25 years, the cost of repairing the buildings and maintaining the building becomes extremely high. And that is why sometimes they rather break it down and do it all over again. So what Challenor is doing is that they're going to reap the best benefits within the first 25 years, besides the no taxes, and employ everybody from outside of Trinidad and Tobago, because they could decide if they want Trinidad and Tobago citizens or not. It's at their discretion. And most likely they take people outside because they pay less taxes. So, and at the end of 25 years, the building will have a high maintenance value. High maintenance cost. And because of that high maintenance cost now, at the end of 25 years, Challenor can decide to say, you know what, I don't have to maintain anything. I could pull out any day now and still make a lot of money. Or if I do extra 15 years, they have to renegotiate this agreement where the government will have to pick up more of the maintenance costs. No, Challenor, there's no shares. There's no shares. Christy, just to remind you, there's no shares. Challenor is a private company. Not only that, they were trying to go public. They were trying to do an IPO. But because of all this shit that happened before with Deutsche Bank, it failed. So Challenor did not get an IPO. There are no IPO. So it's what's called an initial public offering. So it's a privately held company. Trinidad and Tobago government is billing the buildings and in the infrastructure to bring sandals in there. At the same time, Magdalena is losing money, and there's two other places two other hotels in Tobago that the THA is doing right now, right? 2 failed hotels right now that's empty and they're trying to fix right now, and much money being poured into that. But Rowley, sellout Rowley, dictator Papa Doc Rowley is gonna take bomb money from the Chinese and put it on our back. So even if we lose the election, what's gonna happen? We'll be saddled and burdened with that loan. That's what he's doing, right? So that's why they can do this MOU, this piece of shit MOU, and everything like that, and sell out our country. This is what they're doing. This is not over. This is not over. This is not over. I was busy doing a lot of stuff, opening an office in New York and everything like that. So I got distracted for a little bit. But now with this shit here now, I'm coming back on the scene. The petty train, I did the petty train issue. It kind of distracted me a little bit. Yes, and I did deal with the SEC, so more stuff is forthcoming, but now more than ever, the whole plan is there. Yeah, Sanctuary Villas, that's right. Thank you, Akil. Thanks, Sanctuary Villas, right? So then the head of the guy, the people for the Buku whatever company that's supposed to receive Sandals, right? Neil Wilson was paid 10,000 US dollars a month under the previous THA administration, PNM administration, 10,000 US a month for tourism as a tourism consultant. And under his watch, the tourism in Tobago went down to zero under his watch. And they put him now as head of this group for the Buku property, Neil Wilson. And there was another guy called Akil Chambers, who was a so-called environmental whatever consultant, my ass, right? He have a dubious history behind him and everything like that. Akil, I hope you recover from all the stuff you were snorting, but anyhow, we'll deal with that. So this is what's going on here right now. Our country is being sold out. Sold out. Sandals have carte blanche to control our customs and everything like that. And we can't let this happen. We cannot let this happen. We cannot let this happen. Okay? And I'm telling you, this is something that we have to fight them head to head. I started, that's why I got involved in the politics, because of Sandals. This is my pet peeve. And then I was talking about it over the time. I let the business ignore me because they didn't understand what was going on. And then that's how I met Philip. And I went on with Philip, and Philip took it on. He took it on. And I gotta thank him 300% for taking it on. And that's why his vision and my vision are the same. No difference. Right? And I thank him for that. Because if you go back to my live, if you go back to my post all the way back to 2015, you'll see I'll be hammering them on Sandals over and over and over and over and over and over again. Okay? And we in the PP, we're gonna put an end to all the bullshit, including the petro train. Right? The games that they're playing with petro train. Same thing. By the way, just to let you know, Sandals is incorporated in Panama. Just to let you all know. The same Panama, under the Panama Papers, that Espine has been named, and a lot of politicians has been named as receiving money and creating a whole and hiding money under the Panama corporate shield. This is the same Espine's one. He was mentioned in Panama Papers. Do you know Wednesday the German police raided Deutsche Bank, the same Deutsche Bank that Sanders was applying to get initial $400 million loan? Do you know why the German police last Wednesday raided Deutsche Bank? For money laundering. For money laundering. They got raided for money laundering. So now new shit is coming down the pipeline. Okay? So, and the money laundering was extended to Panama. So a lot of those politicians who involved from our country, they're gonna be involved, and it's gonna take a hit. Watch out for it. Watch and see what's gonna happen. A lot of them. And it just seems strange that Sanders is incorporated in Panama too, because that's why it's easier for them to hide their money. But we're gonna do some more exposure on them with respect to that part. Okay? This is what happened. Right? I know Sanders, I know there's plenty of PNM members who are watching this, and they'll go report back to Rowley. And I know Sanders don't like negative publicity, but their ass will be under a lot of negative publicity. Right? Because I'm gonna make sure of that. Until they withdraw this agreement and say they're no more dealing with this, I'm gonna hammer them. Right? Never seen bullshit. And we have lawyers. So what kind of lawyers we have? We have corrupted judges. We have corrupted lawyers. And if Stuart Young's supposed to be a lawyer, and did he look over this to see what this is bullshit? They don't care about us. They do not care about us. They don't care. Right? Sandals, that same property, that same land, Clico had owned it under Angostura. Clico made an application under the EMA to go and build up a 420 room hotel at the time. It was denied by the EMA at that time in 2004. In 2004, and that's a smaller plant. That was denied in 2004 under Clico. Because Angostura did it. 2004, it was completely denied. And you trying to tell me now that you're going to bulldoze the EMA? to come there and agree to the shit. And I'm telling you something, you guys don't understand. You guys don't understand. If Sanders go there, there's no more no man's land. Look at the EMA application. Where is no man's land right now? Where a lot of Trinidadians and Tobagonians go there because the Buku Reef is part of their patrimony as being a Twin Island state. You cannot go there anymore. You have no more access to there. That area is going to have over the water bungalows for Sanders guests only. And you have no access to there anymore. Right? This is what's happening right now. Right? And this is what he's doing. On top of that, you're going to be burdened with the loan cost of $7.2 billion and even more money because you know cost escalating trying to Tobago, right? How it is, the overruns, right? For putting a blasted brand, a bigger airport, which you really don't need, versus the refurbished airport we have, a bigger airport. I'm not too sure if the Trinidadians agree with this. A bigger airport that we don't need, right? To satisfy well, only 1% finances behind them. Okay? You guys don't know that you guys have been drained for every single cent you got. You've been drained for it. So on top of that, bigger airport and all the infrastructure, because it's 920 rooms. So what's going to happen? They're going to put in a bigger sewage plant, right? With the citizens of Trinidad Tobago have to pay for, and everything like that, right? You're going to pay for that, and you pay for all infrastructure, right? Every single one of us. While Bush George could sail in and say, man, look at me. I'm the lord of everything around me. The natives have to bend down to me now because they give me everything I have and I'll take more from them, right? And you all know, Sanders are all inclusive. There is no trickle-down effect of hard US dollars to you. You do not get hard US dollars. Because Sanders' motto is more or less keep your wallet at home. They don't come with wallet. There's no tipping neither. All Sanders resorts, no tipping. So what happened is that they're going to take the money and they're going to hold the money, put it in the bank, make interest off the bank in the United States or elsewhere, or Panama, right? And then they give the government as they choose to, and the government can't do nothing because all Sanders going to say, I will shut this monstrosity down and you're going to lose money on it. That's how they've been split in Antigua, the Bahamas, and Barbados. And even the new government in Barbados said, we found out we made a mistake. What the hell happened? We give Sanders so much tax concessions that it didn't help us, it hurt us. Because we end up losing more money. This is kind of bullshit. Yeah, that we're gonna do with the boats. Hostel and the boats, we'll do that on another live. This is what they're doing. These are games they're playing. Right? So now you're getting a foreign entity money. Meanwhile, the hotels in Tobago are suffering because Rowley destroyed that payment. They destroyed the sea bridge because they do not want citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, i.e., mostly Tobagonians who own hotels, from benefiting and making money. I told you everything about the PNM is to destroy the middle class. That's all they're all about. It's about destroying the middle class. It's what they did to Petrotrin. They destroy the middle class. They do not want you to succeed and have money. How much of the friggin' PNM have put money for small businesses in Trinidad and Tobago? None. Zero. Right? So they don't only have their own agenda, they also have their own racist agenda because they refuse to put money in Central Trinidad. They're not doing not a cent of that. Agriculture, nothing. Doing nothing. Agro-processing, nothing. A lot of bullshit. That's what they are. Right? The racist bastards. And then at the same time, the other UNC government before, they didn't do much shit neither. So nobody cares. It's all about the finances. And they both share the same financiers. Share the same exact finances. That's why I don't want no part of them. I don't want no PN, I don't want no UNC. They all share the same financiers. There's exchange and exchange. Because you put us in charge, believe me, you put us in office, all the central bank, when they play in the ass store money and give some our cash flow or hard earned foreign exchange as cover to hide a lot of stuff and to bring money in, while at the same time they can't give somebody in Trinidad who has small business and an idea or seed money to start up. All that shit gonna stop. All that gonna stop. Every single one gonna stop. And we are going to bring back Petrotrin. We are gonna bring it back, right? To show you how bad they didn't even think about the whole idea of stealing Petrotrin. What they did They even took the same name from our company that's based in Texas. The same name. And I'm not too sure how the copyright laws go, but if there were international copyright law, then therefore they may be in breach of naming the company Heritage Petroleum. And most likely is that international copyright. And I'm gonna find out. Thank you, Caroni. Thank you. Drop it on everybody. Let everybody scan it and upload it. Let everybody see for what it is. I want everybody to get mad and angry that this plantation national movement have been doing to us. Liars. Big friggin' liars. I can't. I'm gonna slow down a little bit for my blood pressure to take it easy. All right. So just to let you all know, this is what we have on December 15th for the New York PP office. We're gonna have at 4:30. At 4:30, we're gonna have the formal opening of the New York PP office for the PP office. Just to let you all know, it's December 15th, and the address is 410 Utica Avenue at 4:30. December 15th, Saturday. 410 Utica Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, at the corner of Montgomery. And message me or Chester Birchwood or Denise Xavier. I'll put up a number later on for you to come, because we have a lot of stuff to do for the fundraising, because we're definitely going to rescue our country. And we gotta raise the money so that those on the ground in Trinidad can fight them. And we're gonna fight them and stop them. While we in foreign, those who are foreign based, we're gonna do our own thing to stop them too at the same time. Because we're gonna raise hell everywhere we go. This is bullshit. Stealing our country like we're stupid, like we're dumb and we're stupid, right? I love our country. Our country is made up of different people. I love the idea. We have diverse ideas, diverse opinions, diverse everything. That's the beauty of our country. By doing that, we can rival anyone. But our government don't want to harness our resources, which is our people. They want to keep us dumb and stupid. And they want to put us in a plantation economy. That's what a plantation economy does. So before, when they had the sugar in the plantation economy, the sugar wasn't processed in the islands, was processed in England. And then by processing in England, and then come back to the Caribbean, by doing that, what happened was that the cost per weight of that sugar has gone up about 20 times. That is what they're doing in Petrotrade. Same thing. They put us back in a plantation economy. We're supposed to be a sovereign state, and we're supposed to stand up on our own right and have our fuel independence. They did nothing for that. And that's all they're doing. They put us back there because they want to favor the 1%. And don't talk about no UNC, because the UNC and the PNM share the same financiers. Same financiers, same family, same bullshit. Right? Don't hear nothing about UNC. So if you don't like it, too bad. It is what it is, and that's the honest truth. I'm not gonna lie to you all. Right? This is what they're doing. But we're gonna deal with them. We're gonna deal with them. And let me see what else I gotta tell you one more time, and then I'll leave you all alone. Our women are having a march next Saturday. Please join us for our gender policies. Please join our women, our PP women, because we love our women. Right? I don't want nothing to happen to our women. Just to let you know. All right? So that's it for now. And May 23rd, on around May 23rd next year, we're going to have a thing going on in Tobago. We're going to have a thing in Tobago, a meeting and a get together and a fun activities in Tobago. But I'll keep you guys informed of what's happening in Tobago. All right? We're at Canada Bay Resort. But I'll let you all know about it once we get the date firmed from us, from the headquarters and from Canada Bay Resort. But we'll let you all know in detail. All right? So that's it for now. And any more information, I'll let you all know. But I'm going to do a live next Wednesday. And we'll talk more about other things. All right? Sorry to keep you all up. This has been a late night. But I just had to share this with you all and make you all understand that your government, saying Rowley, every time you see Rowley, you see a snake. Every time you see him, you see a snake. That's what he's nothing more than a snake. Every time you see him. Right? And that's what he's doing. He's selling out our patrimony. Selling out our patrimony because he hates himself. It's all about self-hatred. Right? And I told you guys over, ask Rowley, how come he never ran for a seat in Tobago and won? Okay? This is what the bullshit is. So I'm going to go, those who can upload it, who have it, upload the MOU, and so everybody can share it. But I'm going to try to share it on my page and then share it on the PEP page so everyone can have a copy and download it and see the bullshit I'm talking about. And take your time, get some coffee, or whine and stay in a little corner by yourself and go through every single thing one by one, and you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about with respect to what Chamfor Kojo has signed on behalf of the Trinidad and Tobago government. Not Stuart Young, but Chamfor speech ban Kojo, right? The same them a bleach out the skin, Chamfor, right? Bullshit. And I put it up with her on a bullshit. I'm going after her in a very personal way. You don't sell out our patrimony and get away with it. Not gonna happen. So that's it. Everyone, be good to yourself, love yourself, and everything like that. But you all have a mission to rescue our country, and we shall move forward. Okay? Have a good night. Love you all. Bye-bye.